Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. In this video, I would like to show you one of the most simple and practical ways to build a vertical laptop docking station from a scrap piece of plywood. This is actually a shortened video of another more detailed video that I posted earlier. If you're a beginner or if you wanted more detailed steps and info on some of the mistakes I made while making this, I will add a link to that video in the description as well. Watch this video till the end to see a cost breakdown of all the materials that I used for this build. If you like this video and would be interested in seeing more such simple builds, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video. With that being said, let's get on with the build. This is all the material that I'm going to be using to build this stand out of. This is a piece of scrap plywood that came out from one of my other projects, and it sort of measures 14 inches in length and about 3.5 inches in width, and this is all the material that I'm going to be using for this build.
Here you see me draw a center point here so that I can rip the board down this way so that I get two 7-inch long pieces and then flip it on its side and mark the center here so that I can draw a line through the center point this way and get two 7-inch long and 1.75-inch wide pieces, which is going to form the base and the walls of the dog. Once the cut has been done, this is what you end up with. You see 3 pieces here, one for the base and 2 for the walls of the dog. Once you arrange them in this way, you have the base structure ready for your dog. And now it's time to get the approval of the most important person in this build. This is my project manager Zoe, and looks like she's liking it, guys. She seems genuinely excited for it. She even gives me a high five here. Earlier in the video, you might have noticed that the piece of plywood we are using is very dirty from all the glue and grime that stuck onto it from the previous project it was involved in. But you don't have to worry about that, since all the sanding and the cleaning afterwards will take away all the dirt and the grime and will leave us the piece in a great condition to work with for this project. Now we've sanded down all the pieces and all the edges so that we have perfectly clean pieces. At the same time, I have even rounded off the corners so that they are very comfortable to work with.
The second problem I had to address was preventing my laptop from getting scratched. What I did was I went down to my local hardware store and got this. This is a very simple rubber gasket or rubber washer, and what I did was I just cut 2 pieces, almost the size of my rectangles that make up the wall of the dock, and I just glued them to the pieces using Fevicol.
For closing the seams and smoothing out the edges of the project, we need to use some wood filler. I don't have any, so I'll be using chalk powder. This is a very useful alternative found in any hardware store nearby. You have to mix this with some water and the color of the paint that you're going to be using on your project. If you don't have any paint, that's still fine. You can also use some sanding sealer to make the bond even better for the chalk powder. You have to use a surface, as you see here, to mix the chalk powder in. It's going to get messy, so make sure that you have a surface that you can sacrifice later on. And always wear protective gloves so that you make the mess a little less. I have applied the chalk powder mixture to both the pieces, as you can see here. I've even filled the gaps as much as I can without overdoing it and smoothened it out everywhere else I've applied the paste. Usually chalk powder takes about an hour to dry, but since the weather is a bit cold and humid, I think it's going to take a bit longer, so I'm going to wait at least 2 hours before I can work on these. Now that the filler is dry, I can start sanding it. By this time, I had decided to paint my project white, so I went down to my local hardware store and got a can of white wood primer. I also got a can of white emulsion paint and a roll of edge banding that I'll be using. As always, wear some protective gloves and have a disposable work area because painting can get very messy very fast. As you can see here, I've applied the first coat of primer. It is rather a thin coat that I've applied on all 3 pieces. I'll wait for it to dry, and then I'll be using 220 grit sandpaper to sand all of this down and then apply another coat of thicker primer onto it. And after the second coat also dries, I will sand that down too and then apply the paint on top of that. So after my second coat of primer had dried, I had applied 2 coats of paint onto the pieces with some light sanding with some 220 grit sandpaper in between the coats. This is the edge banding that we'll be using in this project, guys, and it's fairly easily available in most of your hardware stores. I picked this color because I felt it would go well with the white background. Now that the glue has been given enough time to cure, the edge banding has fairly bonded to the sides of the workpiece. You notice that there is a small bit protruding out, however. This is because the width of the edge band is slightly more than the thickness of the plywood. You can simply remove this by using a sharp knife like this and angling it towards the workpiece so that you don't remove more than what is necessary.
That was done, I decided to put it all together, and what you see here is the final piece that came out. This piece of rubber was what I was using to measure the width of the laptop, so that I knew how far away from each other I have to place these two pieces. And once I had that down, I used a G clamp or a C clamp to hold them in place in this fashion, and then I drove 6 pilot holes from the bottom and drove 1-inch screws through them to fasten these two together. And in my opinion, for a project like this method of fastening is more than enough, because this piece is not going to be subjected to any form of heavy load or duress at any point. All it's going to be doing is sitting on my table and holding my laptop. Guys, in my opinion, it looks much better than what I was expecting. I really like the finish. The brown goes very well with the white. It's a very contrasty look, and to think that all this came from that scrap piece of plywood is amazing. Let's test it out, guys. Let's just bring my laptop here, so let's try it out. So guys, I think it works really well. It's holding my laptop quite firmly. The rubber is doing its job. It's not letting the laptop slip up a lot, and it's also at the same time protecting the laptop from any scratches. And yeah, overall I think it's a really snug fit. And so guys, I really hope you like this video and the piece that came out of it. Thank you for watching.